Hello everyone, this is Smiti. Today I'll teach you natural resources, land, soil and water. This is the second chapter of s.st of class 8 and this is the first part of the video in which I'll deal with land resources. In the second part I'll deal with soil and water. So, land resources. The most important natural resource on which all kinds of human activities are based is known as land. It is used for grazing of animals, growing of crops, building of houses, construction of roads, railway tracks, mining, etc. We know that the lithosphere provides us the land on which we live. It contains loose surface material known as soil, and soil is made up of organic and inorganic matter. Organic matter comprises of dead and decomposed parts of plants and animals known as humus, and the inorganic particles contains disintegrated particles of the rocks. It also contains air and water in its pores. About 90% of the world's population is inhabited in the plain areas of alluvial soil. For example, the areas of northern plains in India. These areas support intensive crop cultivation, that is, yield per hectare of land is very high. Why it is high? We know that alluvial soil is the most fertile soil for crop cultivation. These areas are densely populated. Why? Because agriculture is the main sector of occupation in India. It provides food, fodder for animals and for human beings. It also provides occupation. That is why these areas are densely populated. On the other hand, the areas such as high altitude, that is the mountainous areas, the deserts, the polar regions, the equatorial regions, these are sparsely populated. That is, less population lives there. Why? Because these areas have either too hot temperature or too cold temperature, and the soil is thin and infertile. That is, it does not support good crop production. Now, land use. What is land use? Land is used for various purposes such as building of houses, roads, railways, mining, industries, grazing of animals, growing of fodder, etc. This pattern of using land for various purposes is known as land use pattern. The utilization of land, how do we use it? It depends upon the continuous interplay of physical and human factors. What are physical factors? Physical factors are relief features. What are relief features? The various kind of landforms such as plains, plateaus, deserts, polar region, hilly region, etc. The climatic condition, whether the climate is hot, cold or moderate. The soil, whether the soil is fertile or infertile, etc. And human factors, the density of population, whether there is high density of population or low density of population, the technological and social requirements of people. These all factors play an important role in determining the use of land. For example, if we want to set up a industry, we cannot set it in an area of high population because people will get displaced and the bad effects of industries will harm the people. So, we should think over it before using them. The study of land use is important for economic planning of nation. What is economic planning? Economic planning means what to produce, how much to produce and for whom to produce. That is, how much goods and services should be produced to satisfy the needs and wants of people. It helps in assessing the shortcomings of land utilization, that is, whether it is being properly used or not. Countries decide the use of land according to their developmental goals, that is, whether they want industrial development, agricultural development, etc. And it is also dependent upon the availability of natural resources. According to scientific norms, 33% of the world's total area should be under forest cover, but it is 31.6% presently. Out of this 31.6%, 93% are naturally occurring and 7% is man made. What is man made forest? Man made forest means the people have planted the trees and forests have been created by man. So, it is very important to conserve the forest for maintaining the ecological balance. It has resulted in tough competition for deciding between the agriculture sector, industrial sector, and the service sector how much land should be allocated to which sector. So, land is limited. It is very difficult to decide what percentage of land should be allocated to which sector so that they can grow properly. Land suffers from various problems such as soil erosion, that is, removal of the top layer of the soil. Deforestation means cutting down of trees, and degradation, that is, lowering the quality of this land. It is very crucial that degradation of land should be checked and land should be utilized optimally, that is, in the best possible manner, so that present as well as future generation can benefit from it. Thank you.